question. They should have just been fucking... They shouldn't have been there. Kimura especially, it was in fucking shit form. And even Huya...
Hold on. I think we're actually live on YouTube. Does that just happen, Blake? The YouTube live? It just happens?
I'm not sure.
I think it does. Now we're going live on Facebook.
$2 Big Macs today. I know.
Is it?
Finally, if only I knew that. I had $20 in my pocket.
How bloody good is
Who
that?
said that? Don't make me walk in.
I've just logged on to YouTube and that's the first ad that comes up.
Don't make me walk in and have an argument with someone at McDonald's. Blake said $2. I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving till you give me 20 Big Macs.
It's good. We're having McDonald's on Sunday night for the finale of.
Oh, here we go. This is going to be embarrassing. What's said next?
What show?
Oh, the block.
Oh, the block. The block's good.
Okay.
The block's good.
We'll cop
I'll
the
cop
block.
the block.
It's a good show.
You're a big cop blocker, ain't you, Pat?
Actually,
block
I should get a
copper.
beer. Are you guys having a beer? Or?
Yeah, I'll have a beer. Hold on. I'll have a beer.
Okay.
Everyone get involved. We'll get the viewers on board. Drop any questions and comments in below here.
What have you done to him? What have you done to Blakey?
What'd you say?
I said, what have you done to Blakey? I'll have a beer. What?
I know. I told you. I've changed him. He's
What?
still reeling after what's his name at Hawkesbury.
Oh, I don't blame him. Far out. 30 to
Gotta
1.
stop swearing. No swearing.
How do you get lashed by a 30 to 1 shot?
Yeah.
That's
All right.
Yeah, they straightened
Alright.
up and I was like, oh, what's chasing?
Where is he?
Just Tozza.
Oh, there
30
he
to
is.
1.
I was thinking this Tozza
Happy with that.
surely can't get him.
Yeah, what a Toz
Oh,
job.
who's that? Oh, it's just Tozza.
It's Toz job.
Tozza.
Guys, we're
Yeah,
going to have a
last night,
quick...
Woodhead.
Huh?
I had a couple of XPAs last night.
Oh, did ya? He got on the grog last night, Paddy.
Did ya?
Yeah.
And what was the place called? Woodhead? Where did we go?
Mate, I didn't go.
No, but I invited you.
Oh, yeah, but I've got work to do. I'm out of the group now as well. So Blake has a group that we all have lunch.
Oh, you have 2 meetings missed in a row.
I've gone 2 in a row. I'm out.
How do you get back in?
Yeah, so
Oh,
I've kicked,
mate.
he's got a
I'm
month
out.
suspension. He gets
Am I the first one out? It's once a month and I get a month suspension.
No, you get 4. So you're out for 4 months.
You're out. You got 4 months. Far out.
There's only been about 5 of these or 4 of these. I've only made the one.
How many did you have enough beers that you couldn't drive?
No, I had 2.
Oh,
beers. I had a Bolter XPA and then I had a Bolter Captain Sensible.
what's everyone's favourite beers? Put in the comments. I tell you what, I'll start. And this is no plug because your mate Byron works there. But that, to me, is one of the best beers. The best
I agree. Yeah, it's a very
actual
good beer.
lagers going around.
It's interesting that Blake just told me Byron hasn't been around, and now you're showing beers that say "To Sam Loved Byron" on them.
I'm actually going to be seeing Byron on Sunday.
What are you doing on Sunday? Oh, the block party.
Nah, before the block party.
Oh, you're catching up with the beer on.
We're going to Burley Hill, the best place on earth.
Oh, God. You could have it. Sunday
blokes
night
on-
at a
yeah.
Burley Hill.
You blokes
Grow
on
up,
Burley
Blake.
Hill.
You're in your 30s now.
That's right. Well, we'll go to Burley. I'll go to the office in Manly.
Yeah, it's
I'll go to
exactly
the
the
office
same
in
thing.
Manly. What?
Except
There's
there's more-
a couple of hours early and sets up like the blanket and that, and just holds onto it for us, and then we lob.
Byron
Byron
does that.
does that.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, it's good. Keeps the,
Oh, he's a
keeps
good
the
mate.
and all that sort of stuff.
He puts his
all right.
beer empties full of sand on the corners, and then they
Nick
sell them
Lloyd.
to the gypsies.
So the beer question, we've got a lot of great Northerns. Nick Lloyd wrote there's only one correct answer. He was deleting 4X Golds here. Great Northern. Pineapple White Claws.
Pineapple White
Claws
Claws.
are like what we used to like. They're like the Bacardi Breezer of our generation. Is that correct?
Apparently they're really bad for you, seltzers, because it's like a cane alcohol or something. Like it's really not good for you.
Your brother-in-law.
Kano.
Mate,
James Squire won. Brad Small, champion. He loves the James Squire 150 lashes.
Hey, Brad, I think I actually sent you a TLU pack this week.
Yeah, he bought some merch. He won some merch. You know what? He's a champion. He's won merch and bought merch multiple times.
Yeah, well, there's something coming your way this week, I think.
That's Will O'Keefe talking about pineapple White Claws. Actually, let's get the show started. Should we
how
do that?
about just wait 2 minutes?
Gentlemen,
2 minutes.
We've waited 2 minutes.
We got Euphrates' Dream.
Why don't we just watch Euphrates' Dream first?
Oh,
and
is it
then,
going now?
It's into $4.
We have to cut this out if it loses.
Okay, no, we don't cut anything.
We only cut. You only see us winning on these lives because we cut out all the losers.
Someone's gonna pay you for that.
I know. We have been accused of that.
It has been
you know what?
very well backed. It's lighten up late around that $4 quote.
Do you know Hildo's uncle owns it?
Yeah, I do. I know.
Yeah, you said that Melbourne Cup day.
I know.
So you put this out as early mail, and I had a couple, and I backed it, and then forgot that I backed it, so I backed it again.
That's the point.
Fat. Could be fat.
It could be.
Fat for everybody. We'll see how.
Come on,
it
you
plays
Freddie's
out.
dream.
Who's on?
How we going?
Jay Ford.
It's not true.
No, they're not set. They're 42. It's 42.
Oh, gentlemen, how are we, ladies and gentlemen? Let's start the party then. The Leg Up Straight podcast.
Can he do it? The gloves are on. They go toe to toe, blow for blow.
That's it.
Yes! That's history! The makes it 3 in a row. That is unbelievable.
Oh, welcome to. I don't even know what number live video we are at this week. I think we've had about 4 live videos. You know, I've got another potty going off tonight. We start the little summer series with DJC and the Wok. So that's going to be very exciting. Yeah. So I'm really pumped about that. The boys are on. DJC. We lost Paddy there for a second. DJC just said to me, are we just doing the 3 races in Sydney, the 3 races in Melbourne, and then 3 of our best bets and 3 value bets each? I said, mate, this podcast's going to go for an hour and 40 minutes if we keep it going like that. Here he is. He's back. I was just talking about DJC.
What they like.
DJC wants to do 12 bets each on the new potty.
I think he was trying to jump into our podcast then.
Was that him?
Trying
Was
to kick
that
me
him?
out.
Daniel has entered the chat. So I'm really looking forward to that. We're going to get the Wok energy up and about, mate. Hopefully he's sucking down a few mango White Claws before that. Toothless says the best type of beer is good Scotch.
Do you know what? I might treat myself to a Scotch tonight.
Moffat Brewing. Matt Langley's tipping us into Moffat Brewing. Anything from there is mint.
What was that brewery from Bellingen that you were telling me about, Woodhead? The place that you buy 1 6-pack from.
Oh, it's not in Bellingen. It's near like Gyra. It's called New England Brewing Co.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, if you
I
like
thought
your
you were gonna
pale ales and stuff.
Introduce this race, Woodhead, or
I haven't got it up, mate. I've got comments going. You just take it away.
they're nearly at the furlong, mate. So
Oh, okay.
Oh, are
Can
they?
we just phantom call it?
My
Do some
computer,
sound.
my computer is that far behind. It's like watching a
Don't do
replay.
sound because YouTube or Facebook might kick us off.
well, it hasn't had any luck, and it is
Oh.
going to run 5th.
Oh, okay. What's spin?
So not great.
Oh, well, it's okay. Tonight's show, as always, brought to you by the good people over at. Spoke to them today. They're very keen. They're not sure what they're going to do about our multi, Pat. I mean, not our multi, but your multi. It's looted again on the weekend.
Yeah, it's on a bit of fire, isn't it?
Yeah.
I was feeling the pressure when we got the text from Blake saying what the selection was this week.
Yeah, it's a real. I think they're just a bit. I don't think they're nervy or anything like that, but we just keep sending winners their way.
I was trying to convince my person at the
You don't have
Unum
any friends.
stable to send Joyful Fortune to the Saturday race so it could go in the boom bet multi.
Well, we need to get moving because the Oaks is on in about 25 minutes, and I want us to be off. Do you reckon we got any chance of that?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
100%. Let's go.
So, what races do you want to cover today? I've put in the description. We're going to do the 3 in Melbourne, and then we're going to do the 5 diamonds in Sydney.
Oh, well, we'll knock
Does that
over
work for you, or is that?
Yeah, let's just knock over the 5 diamonds right now.
Is it just
that'll take 1
Ellsberg on
second.
top?
Oh, put in, take out Ellsberg.
Is it a put and take out job, Blake? He won't agree
Not
with
for
that.
me. No,
Nah,
definitely
never.
don't agree with that.
Never.
Surely,
I definitely don't agree with that idiot.
Surely the wet track's against him, Pat.
I could have
The
said-
dry track's against him.
I could have the dry or the wet track. I don't think it
They're-
matters.
all the tracks are against him.
I actually
Dry
don't
track.
think it matters here. I reckon this is a horse that doesn't get the credit it deserves.
Okay.
It's had a spring that has been absolutely exceptional, and it comes up against an absolute. This field is pathetic for a $2 million race.
It's a group 1 winning dead heater, isn't it? Ellsberg?
Ellsberg, yeah, with the thing.
Did you say a winner?
Yeah, he did. He won.
They've
there
won its last 2.
on a heavy track. He's
Yeah, they're at
form
Randwick.
on good surfaces is just not as. I think he's a couple of lengths inferior horse on top of the ground. So that would be my knock. And 1,800 meters. Do you think he's an 1,800 meter horse, Pat?
I think at this point, yes, because it's been up for quite a while. I just looking down the field. Come on, tell me who you think is going to measure up in this race.
Well, I think Laws of Indices is the one to beat.
Oh, Nick Lloyd's just gone in the comments as well. Put in takeout job laws of indices.
Laws of indices is
Get on your mic a bit more, Beach.
if your
Just get
mates
a little
if
bit
your
closer
mates
to
are
you.
tipping you that they're the same ones that were on Avilius, Deauville Legend.
You always say that just because they tip against you.
No, because it's 23 starts for 3 wins, and it's a horse that has been tipped and backed on numerous occasions. I just don't think it's as strong as we all have been led to believe.
Okay, so just a question for you. What price would Ellsberg have started in the Cox Plate?
In the Cox Plate, probably 20 to 1.
20s? You reckon?
It's ran on Thunderstruck to 2 lengths or 3 lengths. It's run Cascadian to half a length. It's got runs on the board against quality Group 1 opposition. So it can't be a case of it's that many lengths behind it. Laws of Industry still finished, the guts a half a dozen lengths off him, didn't it?
He was he got beat a couple of lengths.
Couple of lengths.
2.7 lengths, but
2.7.
he has paid $26. I would think that Ellsberg in a Cox Plate would have to be 100 to 1 shot.
Jesus.
100 to 1. From 21 to 101, there's a bit of a difference there. So, Blake, are you liking laws of indices or have you ever done this race yet?
No, I've done it. I just don't particularly like Ellsberg, but I don't particularly like Laws of Indices either. But you got to tip one of them.
What about Uncle Bryn?
Yeah,
That finished off very well last start.
Yeah, that was a really good win at Sale. His best
Yeah.
his best 2 figures have both been at Sale, so that would be some sort of knock. But he's a pretty good horse on top of the ground, and they seem to have got him back in order. So I wouldn't say no.
Bermudez came out of that sale race, and I don't think it really measured up. It might be weaker than.
Put me down for Laws of Indices.
I'll put you down for indices. I'm going Uncle Bryn.
Put me
Thanks
down
for
for
being on board.
Ellsberg.
Oh, okay.
I said Ellsberg, didn't I?
On
I think
Ellsberg,
so.
yeah.
Easy.
What are you guys in the comments thinking? Who are you liking?
We can whack it into the big multi that I'm going to put together.
Chris Cooper asked, do you boys plan on expanding to Perth form and tips for their carnival?
That's DJC written all over it.
Yeah, I don't know what we're going to do with the potty after this week or the week after. I think after the Zipping Classic. Yeah, it's going to be. We've got a good couple of shows. These boys might need a spell. I'll see how we go. But yeah, there's definitely going to be tips up and about for that. We'll regardless, there'll be shows on, and they'll be doing the Perth form and tips for their carnival. So yes, it just might not be these 3 together. Brad Sports likes Ayrton in that race. I think a few other boys were saying they like Ayrton. Victor's with me, Uncle Bryn.
Blake, is it
Yeah.
true you could probably boycott the West Australian Carnival after they changed the name of the Kingston Town Classic?
No boycott. There's money to be made over there, so I'll be having a look at the big races.
Yes.
But there should be a Group 1 named after the grey horse.
What'd they change it to over there? The Bob Peters Classic.
Not sure.
Peter's ice cream.
Oh no, they changed it to the Northerly or something, didn't they?
Oh, yep, they did.
Like Northerly deserves a race named after him, but you wouldn't think it was the Kingston Town Classic. That was
Kingston Town needs a Group 1 over this side.
Yeah, this has Fred Kersley written all over it.
Why?
That was
He's
the
a
last race
trainer.
Kingston Town ever won.
Was it over there?
Yeah.
I think we discussed this before on the show
He retired
Cause-
him after that.
because we were trying to figure out why it was over there. So I'm guessing that was it. Guys, the big guns are out this Saturday at Flemington. It's Champions Day. It used to be called something else. It used to be Stakes Day?
Yeah, it's completely changed. It used to have a mile handicap on the day, and then they changed it to a weight for age race, and now they've got rid of the McKinnon on Derby Day, and they've moved it to this day, and they've put a Group 1 mile race. It's a good day. Like,
Yeah, it
I think
is.
They possibly could move the mares race to this day, which would be good. They could have a mares race, sprint, 2,000, and a mile. So that'd be perfect, because then, like, they lost a couple of good mares last week to the Golden Eagle, like Fangirl, Hinged, Chain of Lightning. So that took away from that Empire Rose. If they had it on the last day, those horses would have a chance to back up and compete on Champions Day.
Yeah, right. Yeah, well, we've got, there's a 2,000 metre mares race here. Is that the Matriarch?
Yeah, the Matriarch, but
Yeah.
it's not a Group 1, and
So-
it's not one of the better races of the carnival. I think the Empire Rose deserves to be here.
A few comments about you on the mic there, BJ. Chris Cooper said he
I'm
met.
like right on the mic.
Can you turn it up from the little amp? The little red thing?
Yeah.
Oh, that sounded. Come on. Give us a bit more.
What about that?
Yeah, that's better. Yeah, that's better. Chris Cooper said, met
Hello?
Miracle Mal at Kingston Town barrier draw a few years ago. Ripper bloke. He is a ripper bloke, isn't he? Your old man. Someone, one of Mal's old cronies was messaging the page and said, and they were asking about Blake, and I said, I'll pass these messages on to Blake, and he assumed I was you, and he goes, and tell your dad Jeff I said hi. I said, no, that's not me. That's not me. And he goes, righto, hi, Pat. I'm like,
That bloke that did that, I won't mention his name, but mate, he was my favourite jockey when I was younger.
he's a group one winning jockey, isn't he?
He was. He told everyone when he won it.
Yeah, I think his name was Group 1 something, wasn't it?
Yeah, he was a
We
bloody
only have
legend.
9 minutes until this race, so are we
Okay.
keeping it short, or are we going over?
Yeah, let's roll through. Come on.
We're
let's
going
go.
over, honestly. But look, 3 Group 1s back-to-back, race 7, 8, and 9. What am I doing here? Race 6, 7, 8 at Flemington. We start off with the 1,200 metre race, the champion sprint. We see Nature Strip currently. Let me just get the boom bet odds up. We've got Nature Strip at $2.05 with the boom. That's one of the better prices too. Bella Nipotina has just drifted a touch out to $5.60. Giga Kick $6.60. Everyone else rolls in at double figure odds, including Paul Lele, Mars Crusader, Rothfire, September. Right, this is a big old race, guys. And we can be quick here if we want to. Does anything beat Nature Strip here at $2?
No, it doesn't, mate. Nature Strip, the biggest positive is there's no Eduardo to drive him absolutely mad. So I think it wins this race and it wins it well.
Yeah, I agree with Pat. I think he's the one to beat. He's best sprinter in the world. I think he'll amble across. They don't tend to go as fast in straight races. He's got a good record down the straight. I think that was a flat one in the Everest, actually, because he was below his best. I have no doubt about that. And he gets every chance to bounce back to his best. If Giga Kick does knock him over here, though, we have a live superstar on our hands.
Giga Kick.
I know it's a bit like that where this thing could be the next Black Caviar if it comes out and wins this race and can it'll just dominate sprinting for the next 4 or 5 years, being a 3-year-old that's just absolutely carving up our seasoned sprinters that we all thought there was nothing coming in behind, but it could be pretty crazy. But I don't know. I need another run to get me on board.
Yeah, well, he's like Nature Strip has gone and conquered the world. If he's come back to Australia and he's got knocked over by an unbeaten sprinter who's just gone 6 for 6, like that's
Yeah,
definitely a changing of the guard.
Yeah,
Pretty impressive.
Big headlines.
But also, I just think that the tactics in the Everest were kamikaze-like. So,
I actually don't think that they went as fast as you would have thought. Like, it wasn't a great ride by James because.
but it kept Nature Stripping apart. Like, what was it, 4 or 5 off the fence? Eduardo just annoying him inside. I don't know. I just don't think it was allowed the opportunity to run. I think Eduardo runs that race completely differently if Nature Strip wasn't in it.
Yeah, no doubt. They were out to beat Nature Strip, and that was probably to the detriment
cost them their
of
whole
Eduardo,
prep.
who's going no good anyway.
Mm.
But yeah, Nature Strip, he gets his chance to bounce back here, so I'm excited.
Interesting. Definitely.
My
Nature Strip
mic is definitely low.
This is a brilliant race too. What about Bella Nip coming out of the Manikato, 7-8 lengths? It's,
Bella's got to be a chance as well. Currently 560. Jamie Carr on board because Craig's got the ride on Giga Kick. Be interesting to see what she can do.
Yeah, it will. That last race, I guess it's not going to get that super heavy track here, but that was just completely dominant. And the way that it just exploded off the turn in probably what was the inferior going and then got out to the better part of the track when it hit the straight was, I thought that was just an enormous performance. And it'll be interesting to see what it can do here. It's not failed before at the track, but I guess it hasn't pulled out a performance like it did last start. So I can't wait to see what it does in this race. It's actually ran behind Nature Strip before, over 1,200 metres at this track. So
Yeah, it's going to be very
I think,
interesting.
Probably dry track against her, so.
yeah.
Yeah, Pat mentioned that. And the market's got it right. 3-horse race. It's we're not seeing anyone else. We're not seeing anyone kind of threaten the top 3, and let alone Bella and Giga Kick, whether they threaten Nature Strip. But I think it's good viewing instead of just watching Nature Strip just dominate, which might still happen. I mean, like you said, that we could have something kind of special in the making with Giga Kick. So
I know you want to keep this show short, but I've got to say it.
what?
I'm going to have a couple of dollars on the Inferno.
Oh, you sit there and talk about the people that back Creadiris and things like that. You're sick for the Inferno.
It's 150 to 1.
It's an upside down volcano of money. It just blows it out its ass.
It's scratched most of the time. It just looks like it's running a lot, but it's scratched most of the time.
Oh, we got a spammer in the comments.
Oh, yeah?
Got a Vishal Chauhan. Oh,
Is he after?
He's written it in the
Washing
wrong
machine?
language. I'm gonna have to ban him from the page. Sorry, Vishal. Hope all goes well for your business. He's gone. He's gone. Sorry, mate. We got 4 minutes until the Oaks. Let's get through the Kennedy Group 1 Champions Mile, Race 7, 1,600 metres, obviously. Private Eye, currently $3.35 with My Oberon, $4.35. Cascadian just tipped out to $4.40. Alligator Blood, $4.90. I feel like that has come in a little bit. I'm going to open up Dynamic Odds and see what's happened. Mr. Brightside, $10 with Tuvalu. Kiss Some down there at $45. Yeah, there's been a bit coming this market here. Paddy, you've done it. What are you liking? I mean,
We're back here.
yeah.
We're back here.
It didn't take long. What have you been doing the last couple of weeks?
Some blood now. Alligator Blood on the outside stormed up and took over. Alligator Blood's in.
He's back.
I think we found out that it's not a Group 1 2,000 metre horse, but that mile to 1,800 metres, it is Group 1 class. It can lead them out here, break their hearts. It's rock hard fit. I can't see it getting beat here. I think it's going to get back to the winner's circle in this race.
Blake agrees with you. I know that already.
No, I don't. I thought I saw you in the comments saying that Private Eye might be the best horse in the country, Pat. What happened to that?
Oh,
Who, me?
He's all over. Who, me?
Not right. Was
Who's
that
on first? Who, me?
Who begot you?
You must have
mate.
a few under the belt or something. I don't know.
Private Eye, the best horse in the country.
He's
Probably not
he's
even the
an
best.
I
in
saw
Joe
it
Price
too.
He's
Yard.
an outstanding horse, having an outstanding preparation. Probably the rain-affected track cost him the Everest. Did you see that win last start?
But what, it's going to go 12 to 13 to the mile and just dominate, is it?
Yeah, well, this is grand final
Oh,
day.
dust.
This was what Joe Pride always had in mind for him. I think the Everest just came along. He was a late selection, late inclusion in the Everest, so that was never the grand final, and that was never where they sort of expected him to go. But outstanding win first up. Dry track absolutely suits. He's got a blistering turn of foot, best last 400 metres of the day.
Tell you a little story about another dry track
Gets
that
to a
it
mile.
ran
He'll be
in the Stradbroke Handicap, Blake,
Yeah.
I remember
against
that.
a young horse named
Unlucky.
Alligator.
He's clear. He wins.
Yeah, Private Eye was
He's clear.
unlucky.
Oh, was it?
Alligator Blood
yes.
was just lucky.
It's just all luck for Alligator Blood, isn't it?
No, I think it's definitely up for this Saturday's
Private Eye makes
race.
him 2 kilos better for that defeat as well.
He'll
He
need
would have
it.
beat him home.
All right, we're a minute 20 out from the
All right,
from
well,
the
let's
Oaks
round it
here.
up.
Let's get to the last race, the
Oh,
Champions
this
Stakes.
is an easy one.
2,000 metres. Do we? What are we looking? Let me just get these boom bet odds up. Our current favourite at $2.15 is Anamoe. $2.15, not a bad price there for
Here comes
the boom. Here comes the boom. I'm Thunderstruck $4.45. Zaki $7.30. Elliptical $10. Rest double figure odds. Does anything beat Anamoe?
No. Can you believe it's never run at headquarters, though?
Yeah, that's hard to believe.
I know,
He's
but
he's only a 4-year-old, so
it's been in 2 Cox plates, so it's like I just couldn't believe it hadn't run, sometime over the carnival.
I
Boom
think
bet's got the best price here, by the way.
I think he'll win. Yes, I agree with Pat.
Okay, very, very easy. Can you guys tell us the boom bet double as they're loading into the barriers here?
Yeah, my leg is Nature Strip, and Pat's is.
Tell me the race again, Blake. It's a
You went
race.
for. You went for.
I know the horse's name, but I don't know the race. She's a
I think
belter.
it's Rosehill
Yeah,
race
'cause you
7.
went- Because you went, what's his name, and it got dual accepted.
Yeah, she's a belter. It's
Rosehill
like Sydney
race
race. Yeah, Rosehill race 7, number. It's down the bottom, number 12 or something like that.
Yeah, I think it is. All right, guys, cheer on Shears Extreme for us. Enjoy the Oaks. Enjoy this weekend, and we will see you next week. Or I'll see you a
Let's
little bit
go.
later with the DJC.
Just a quick potty today, boys. Let's go.
That's all. Nice. Bye.
Wow, let's go.
Hold on. I got to get
Let's
this
go.
on
Let's
stream.
go.